Hey everyone, welcome back. So for today's video, I'll be showing you how to instantly simplify your writing in ChatGPT Canvas right over here. Boom, here we go in the interface right now. So there are a few brief quick methods, really fitting with the video title, just for me to guide you in a bit along the way with this video. So if you ever felt like your draft is too wordy or just needs that cleanup magic, well, this tool is like about to be your new best friend with the AI writing that you'll be doing. All right. So before we could dive in, well, you can just check the pinned comment very quick for like a further helpful guide and some extra prompts along the way just to help you out in a bit if you're feeling interested on that. All right, why don't we get started right now? Okay, as you'll see right here, I am like making a blog post right over here on the bottom to the top. However, I would like to make some few adjustments just to make it more concise, just to be more simplified and more understanding for the readers to delve deep into whichever writing material that is, an essay, email, blog post, any different form. So there are some quick, brief methods I would like to show you. So the first off, so let's say for this first section, let's say this is the intro right here, the introduction. I would just select this one right here specifically. Okay, now I wanted to like tone down the the reading level just to make it a bit more understanding. Here it is. You can just scroll down. You could just scroll down a bit right here if you want it like a bit simpler and a bit more easy to read right here. This is like one of the brief methods if you want to change up like the tone and the reading level just so it would be more understandable to that specific demographic or that certain group of readers. Middle school. Okay, let's click this one. All right. As you can see, it's only in that specific section right here. There we go. It's changed. Let me show you the changes. So here is the former. It says the 2020s have ushered in a dynamic and transformative era for horror filmmaking. And for this, there we go. The 2020s have brought big changes to horror movies. See how it's much simpler, and as it goes on with the rest, like in the wake of the world reshaped by global crisis, and as the world faced things like a pandemic. See, it's similar tone, context, but it's very different in terms of how it was worded in a way. See, notice the difference in that feature that could help you out with simplify with the wording. There we go. Now for the other one, let's go with based on how you could ask specifically to ChatGPT. That's right, we're going through prompts. Now, either you could do this again, ask, or you could do this one. Simple click, right? There we go. And either way, it's either edit or explain, edit or explain. So I would kind of advise you could go with this one. Or if you like a specific part of that paragraph, kind of like this would be more beneficial with that feature. So if you wanted like the whole section itself, click this one and just scroll it with your cursor and go to the upper right, click right here. And again, we're focusing on the wording and tone here's how I would ask to ChatGPT. There we go. So I would ask, write the introduction section here in a more direct yet informative tone. Okay? With the specifics, direct, informative. Okay. Now I will send this over. There we go. Now it's loading up. And just focus on this part. Yep. There it is. See how the approach with the paragraph looked like? Okay, let me show you. So the before I would read out loud, okay? The 2020s have brought big changes to horror movies as the world faced things like a pandemic, new technology, and changing viewer tastes. Horror also began to change. Instead of sticking to the same old spooky tricks, horror films started to tell deeper, more meaningful stories. They began to explore real-world issues and feelings. What used to be a small and often overlooked genre has now become one of the most creative and respected in the movie world. Horror today, sorry about that, isn't just about being scary. It's also about saying something important, helping people deal with emotions, and starting conversations. Now, I will read the ones with the green highlighted one. With the more direct and informative, horror movies changed a lot in the 2020s as the world went through major events like that disease, pandemic, and fast changes in technology, horror films began to shift too. Instead of relying only on typical scares and monsters, many of these movies started telling stories that connect to real life fears and emotions. Yeah, so they dealt with things like loneliness, mental health, and social problems. See, that adds like the informative and direct tone with that detail. Once seen as just spooky entertainment, horror became one of the most creative and thoughtful movie genres. Today, horror isn't just about being frightening. It's a way to talk about real issues and understand deep feelings. See how the tone and the wording of it all, with this comparing to this, it really shifted with just a selection of your paragraph or section through clicking this or just selecting this, and look what happened. It doesn't affect with the rest right here. See, it would make it easier. There we go. And that would be even more simpler. See, simplify and more helpful with adjusting the tone and the wording. So far, my apologies for saying so twice already. If you find this video helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. And if you could take just 2 seconds to smash that like button, it would help us get traction in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Now for the last one is a classic problem. Ever stare at a giant paragraph like this and think, I don't know if I might be able to read and understand this one, all of it? Well, you're not alone. So, with this, let's simplify the structure, not just the words, that is. All I'm gonna do here right now is highlight it with this one, and I would ask ChatGPT, just click this one. The same thing with this feature, just click it. This one would pop up as well. Here's my prompt. Okay, so I would ask ChatGPT, like, refine this paragraph into bullet points to highlight either examples or subtopics. Why don't we do like subtopics first? And let me show you the results. This is the before. Here's the after. Okay. As you can see, just give it a moment. Just give it a moment. Oh, it's Doing it again. Yep, there we go. Here it is. There it is. As you'll see right here, it's skimmable, very clear, very organized. See, very listed. Now it would be much more understandable and very engaging to read this. I'll show you another one. Hold on. Let's go with this one. Like for that specific section, not just the whole paragraph. And this time we'll go with examples. Okay. Goodbye, subtopics. There we go. And let me just send this off. All right. Send this off. Just focus just on this section right here. There we go. And also, if you think that it felt off with the format itself, don't worry. You can just edit by yourself. Just quick. There we go. And yep, here it is. As you can see right here, here's the before. Hold on. 2 more edits going down. And another one. See? Here it is. The before and the after. There we go. See right here? Now each point stands on its own with the examples and the subtopics right here. So, nope, there's no confusion, nothing complex or anything. See, all easy right over here. There we go. And yep, just next time if your writing feels like a brick wall or something, just ask ChatGPT. Just select the section or part of the paragraph you want to adjust and let ChatGPT break it down for you. And this is how it's ended up. See, it's how it's helpful as a result. And yep, that is about it with simplifying your writing through the use of ChatGPT Canvas. Until next time, with the next video. Bye, everybody.